Alright, what is up? This is Slow Plays, and I am back at it with some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 17 news and updates here on the channel for a huge, massive, major update in regards to 2 new characters that are going to be added for DLC 17, that being DB Super variant of Android 18 and VIDEL. Biggest surprise was mainly VIDEL. I honestly could have never predicted that they were going to drop these 2 in this pack, just because it just seems like it doesn't really work. I mean, it does work in a sense. I'll explain what I mean by that. But I mean, our first initial reveal of everything for DLC 17 has been more of this dark, ultra, super villain, power up for characters like Vegeta and Goku Black. But like, let me just be real. Did any of y'all predict, okay, or have in the back of your mind somewhere that we would be getting a female duo here with Android 18 and VIDEL? That's crazy. It still kind of blows my mind. I woke up this morning, I was like, man, that's so cool. We're actually finally getting these characters. Now, like I said, VIDEL is a bigger surprise just because I really wasn't ever expecting her DB Super version to be playable, which, I mean, I'm really happy about it. I'm excited for it because the fact that, you know, she hasn't gotten any really major updates since her base game, okay? The base game variant of her from DBZ, that's all we've had since Xenoverse 1, right? So they haven't had any major, massive updates for any VIDEL type character until yesterday, right? Android 18 DB Super is a little bit more reasonable. I knew she was eventually going to be added to the game because she was one of the hero vote characters, okay? She was one of the 2, Bergamo being the other one, that did not get added because I would assume they had the lowest votes, okay? I'm pretty sure Android 18 DB Super had the lowest votes out of all 5 of them. And I mean, not that she's not a character that people love. Obviously, people love this character, but out of the other characters, they just were more popular, okay? Anytime you have a Goku and Vegeta, they're going to be, a higher choice, right? So let's talk about what these characters kind of do, okay? The official site added a lot of extra insight and info, and they actually have some, extra stuff that's going to be added that they didn't show in the actual gameplay, okay? It was 30 seconds of gameplay total, 15 seconds for each one, which isn't a lot, okay? So, this is, again, to reiterate, this is an addition to Ultra Super Villain Goku Black and Vegeta, which have not been revealed yet in-game in terms of gameplay. We just had the cutscenes, okay? The story cutscenes, all right? So it says the action game... All right, the action game, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, is kicking off its exciting new Future Saga content. Breaking info for the new Future Saga Chapter 1 DLC has been released, and it includes reveals for 2 new playable characters, DB Super, 18, and VIDEL, okay? So, 18, if I didn't already say this, all right, I probably said it on Twitter or whatever, or no, Crystal did say this on Twitter, but I looked back and I went, it's very hard to see on this little low-res, screenshot, or this render of her, but her face has been improved, okay? It's not a massive major improvement or anything. Obviously, if you look at them side by side, just at first glance, you're probably not going to notice it, but if you kind of zoom into it, her facial features and just everything about her in general just looks a lot better. The models are always going to be really good from, the devs, all right? Dimps, they do a good job with their stuff, right? So Android 18 appears here in her tracksuit attire. This is supposed to be TOP, okay? Tournament of Power variant of Android 18, right? Dragon Ball Super version that has played a big part in the Tournament of Power story. DB Super 18 is built around checking your opponent at close to mid-range, so utilizing a balanced playstyle should let you get the most out of this agile fighter. Android 18 also possesses some tricky techniques that can put her directly above or behind her opponent, which can allow you to catch them by surprise. Check out her super attacks in the video below. Real quick, let's just watch the video again. I know you guys have already seen the video. Like, they said supers. I don't know if they've revealed their ultimates or if they even will have ultimates. At times, characters that are like this, they usually don't have, some major ultimate. It's more of reworked variants of skills, and sometimes, if we're lucky, we'll get something completely brand new. Destructo Disc is incorporated into that, I think it's the Steel Mirage, if I'm not mistaken. But here's the official names of the moves. Variable Snipe Shot. A super attack unleashes a flurry of high-speed Ki Blast. Oh, okay, no, that was new. It says the attack has multiple variations, and depending on the input used, can teleport Android 18 above her foe. Oh, okay, so that... All right, that's what it was. So this one at the very end here is, in addition, you can check her Steel Mirage. Okay, so these are the only 2 supers that they revealed so far. I don't know if she'll have more, okay, but we'll see. Variable Snipe Shot and Steel Mirage, which is a super attack at the end of the video. For this move, Android 18 rushes her hapless enemy at high speeds, and if the attack hits, she'll move behind them and let off a, Destructo Disc. So the Destructo Disc is incorporated into it, which makes sense because in the Tournament Power, she did do basically stuff like this. She did this shit. So that's really cool. I love the animation of it and how it has that like silver effect because it's called the Steel Mirage, which makes sense. It's like a cyber steel because she's an android in a sense, right? So I get what they were trying to go for. Okay, so I had to refresh there. Sorry about that. Videl's portrait wasn't loading. So her full render again looks adorable. She looks awesome. This is specifically the version where she was in the Battle of Gods movie. Okay, at the party. So basically, I mean, people pointed this out. She's basically pregnant right here. So we're gonna be beating up a pregnant woman in like parallel quests and stuff. That's messed up, dude. But I think that's really cool that she's finally getting added into it. Videl joins the fight wearing the cute dress she's sported at the Bulma's birthday party. Videl DB Super excels at close range combat and uses a moveset centered around speedy melee techniques. From the gameplay that I saw, she's very like Chun-Li-esque, which is really cool. Again, I'll kind of point out some stuff about it. But in addition, if you perform combos in a certain order, Videl will bust out a special pose at the end and give herself buffs. So similar to kind of how the Gammas and even like, for example, Ribrianne has like special buffing moves. I feel like the Gammas make a little bit more sense with in terms of a relation to it. But you can see the high energy pose at the end of the video. I think that's where she's going like this, and it has like the generic clap effects, which is hilarious. So let's go and watch her gameplay real quick because... Thought it was initially, but it's more of a Hadouken, okay, or Hadouken. Because she's actually going like this. I thought she was doing like a two-handed thing or whatever, but my dumbass thought it was the Kikoken from Chun-Li. It has like kind of that similar look. I mean, the way she's posing kind of reminds me of it, but again, her hand placement or pose is supposed to be more of like a Hadouken. Right? Yeah, combos are good, and then at the very end she gets the buff. I can't remember which one that is. That's cool. You see that? That kind of like dolphin thing. Kind of reminds me of Sheik. You know how Sheik in Smash 4, I don't know if she had that in Ultimate as well, but Sheik had that where they did the flip type of deal or whatever. It was like the dolphin slash slap thing. I don't even know. But let's talk about Videl's super attacks. For starters, she has Seagull combination, in which she focuses her strength to unleash a flurry of punches, and then finishes the barrage off with a powerful kick that launches her foe up into the air. On top of that, you can increase the number of punches performed by using additional ki. You can even choose to add an unblockable spinning kick during the combo. So that's awesome, okay? These characters, they're not reskins, y'all. Everybody that keeps saying, oh, reskin, y'all do not know what a fucking reskin is, okay? I'm not saying you specifically, for the people that understand that, but for the people that don't, they love to voice their opinion, which is bullshit, because it's like, okay, if you don't like the character, if you think they're, not worth it to you, okay, that's fine. But don't sit there and say it's a reskin when it literally is not, okay? Be truthful here. It is not, right? Addition to Videl, she has access to the Burning Swan. I love the name of her attacks. All her attacks are like bird-based, like in terms of the names, like Seagull combination, Hawk Charge or whatever, for example. This super attack is a Kidon energy blast that slowly moves towards the target. If charged, the movement speed and hit count for this attack can be pumped up. Use it to restrict your opponent's movements options and head in to deliver some hurt. So I'm not exactly sure what the boost on that is. I can't remember. I don't know if that's speed or power or defense or whatever. Y'all let me know down in the comments, but she does get some boost, which is kind of nice. But here, we got to listen to the clapping again because it's just funny because it's just like such a generic clap sound. Oh, I love it. It's great, dude. So yeah, both these characters are very well done. They're pretty much how I would have imagined it, okay? I wasn't imagining or expecting anything major for these types of characters. Again, you know, they didn't do a whole lot in the anime. Videl being, you know, obviously she did nothing, right? I heard some people saying that she has stuff based off of what she has in, I think, Super Dragon Ball Z. I can't remember what they have in that or how that game was. I played it, you know, I didn't play it that much when I was a kid, right? But I don't know, maybe that is true, but what you're seeing from her is new shit, okay? Again, I've always said this from the beginning of time. When new DLC comes out, you will always get your money's worth, okay? If some characters don't have as many new skills or animations or whatever it may be, other characters will fill that void and get your money's worth, okay? Ultra Super Villain, Goku Black, and Vegeta are most likely going to have a lot of cool stuff. They're probably going to be the characters that actually have like really, really crazy new ultimate attacks. These characters, so far from what I'm seeing, they're going to be more like GT Vegeta, for example. Again, more reworked variants of already existing characters, but having new and improved stuff. Okay, their stats are going to be different too. So these are actual new playable characters, all right? They're not stupid, okay? They're not going to be calling it a new playable character if it isn't a fucking new playable character, right? There's a reason why we're paying for the DLC, because they are new, okay? And if you can't see that they have new shit, like, I feel like a lot of people didn't even watch the gameplay. They just saw, it's Videl and Android 18 again? Reskins, it's garbage. Like, it's sad, dude. It's sad. Like, people... They Dragon Ball fans, classic, right? 12 new parallel quests. This is a huge deal, by the way, okay? 12 new parallel quests. Y'all, that is 3 times the amount that we normally get when it comes to a DLC pack. Like, this DLC pack is already huge. 4 characters already confirmed and 12 DLC packs, imagine. 12 parallel quests and new story content. Like, this might be the biggest DLC we've ever had. In terms of, this is just part 1 of 4. That blows my mind. So what I'm seeing is Android 18 destroying Goten and Trunks. So there's probably some, this is going to be like some Tournament of Power training based stuff. You have Android 18 fighting Krillin, which, I mean, that was in the anime. We have, a team up, which is pretty cool, this one's actually sick. This is going to be a weird timeline feud type of deal. I know for a fact, it's DB Super 18 and 17 versus their future Saga, future Trunks TV special variants of, I'm assuming because it's in the West City Ruin kind of like dark area thing or whatever. But they've been boosted with Villainous Key. That's cool, dude. That's actually really sick. And these are only, a few of what we're going to be seeing here. And then this one right here is some Piccolo and... I don't even... We're fighting Frieza soldiers. Okay, Piccolo with DB Super Videl. Which it does say that there's going to be a game original story where DB Super Videl teams up with Piccolo. I'm assuming that's part of it. Now, they're saying game original story. Is that part of the new story quest? I don't know. Maybe it's a separate thing. I don't know. This might be a completely new thing where it's an actual, like, what-if story. I don't know if it's going to have cutscenes and stuff. We'll have to see. But I'm also seeing that... This is actually kind of crazy. DB Superhero, Gohan, and Videl are going to be fighting Ribrianne in a quest. Not exactly sure how that's going to work, but it says, on top of the new playable characters, 12 new parallel quests starring various characters have also been added, including those featuring DB Super 18 and Videl. And like I said, yeah, it's going to have some new story coming for Videl and Piccolo, which is actually going to be kind of cool. I don't think we've ever seen Videl and Piccolo team up, and you would think that they would do that more because they would probably have a strong relationship because Piccolo's always watching and doing stuff for Pan, right? But I'm also really excited about DB Super costume for Videl. Not only can the females wear, but the males can wear it as well. So that's hype. Okay, I always love it when they add costumes that are among any gender. Okay, we anybody can wear it. That's always a good thing, right? They should be doing that for every costume. Let's be real. Videl DB Super's bright red outfit and iconic bob have been added to Xenoverse 2 as player items. If you ever wanted to show off some stylish and cute Satan family style, now's your chance. That concludes our write-up for some of the awesome stuff coming in Future Saga Chapter 1. Info will continue to be released, so stay tuned, okay? Again, this isn't it. This isn't it. There's going to be more, but that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys did find it insightful or enjoyable. I am so excited for this DLC. Again, I'm going to say this, right? I'm just going to say this right now. I wasn't really asking for these characters. I know a lot of people weren't, okay? The DB Super Android 18, I did want to eventually see in the game. Videl, again, I wasn't really like sitting there waiting every single day and praying that we would get DB Super Videl playable. But now that they've been revealed and we've seen the gameplay and we know what they can do, I'm genuinely excited, okay? Because they are different, they are new, and it's nice to have new female characters, and not only that, characters that are not just Goku and Vegeta. They already revealed literally Goku Black and a new Vegeta as playable characters. So you gotta balance it out, right? Do you understand that? Hopefully you all do. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching Slow Plays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.